Um, Hello everybody, Basilisk here, and this is the final stage of Marvolia, I think it's called. I had started recording from the beginning, but then I ran out of storage, unfortunately. Um, Learned a lesson there on that one. But anyways, I was asked by a few Alliance members if I could make a video, kind of lending a hand getting through here, and sure, of course. Happy to help. This is the team I put together, and I decided to avoid Wukong and to use 4 stars because I know not everybody has 5 stars, and I understand Jack was kind of rare, and so is Cabin Boy, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have them. If not, my advice is definitely to double up on yellow if you can, because this stage is all purple enemies. And you're going to need a healer, maybe 2. Grim is just Grim, so he's great to have. And then the items. As you can see, I've used a few of my healing potions because sometimes things get off to a slow start when you get on the first stage and you don't have any specials charged up. You know, you got to start working the board over and seeing if you can't build up some specials. And these guys do hit pretty hard in this last level. So I highly recommend doubling up on your health potions if you're doing like me and you're going to be pushing your limits as far as whether or not you can complete this. And then I also brought 5 bombs and 5 axes because those are very important. I think this is the last stage before. This is the second time I've ended up doing this too. Recording and not getting it from the beginning. I'm almost tempted to flee and make another video, but it's 20 flags and I'm this far into it, and I'm terribly sorry if it's not from the beginning. Believe me, I tried. I just recorded, and then it just all of a sudden told me your screen recording has stopped, insufficient storage. Gee, thanks iPhone. Like I said, lesson learned. I'll make sure that I clean everything up and have enough room before I make these from now on. But anyways, I'm going to proceed from here and finish this up. It's the same thing. You're going to face, so far this is the 4th mob. You're going to face, I think it's 4 mobs and then the boss level. And the bosses is usually the trick to it. There's usually one that hits really hard, and you need to take a look at that. We'll get to that in just a second, and I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. But for now, let's go ahead and heal up with Bold Tusk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to wipe out this guy here on the side without killing both of them, because I want to be able to charge up my specials again if possible. Like if I move any of those yellows down there, it's going to clear that all up, and I'm going to be boned as far as getting my specials charged back up. Let's go ahead and charge up Grim. They're hitting Lizu, so let's go ahead and give her a little drink. So other than Bold Tusk being ready, I think we're good enough. Let's go ahead and just clear this off and move on to the next, which should be the bosses. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is the trick to it all. Thank you for subscribing. Don't mean to cut it short, but I'm sure you understand. Okay, so here's the trick to this whole thing. You have 2 bosses. This guy over here, this guy on the right hand side deals 310% damage to a single target and heals for 50% of damage dealt. This guy hits for 392 damage. So yes, one does definitely hit harder than the other. And the target receives 810 damage over 6 turns. Good God. Man, can I trade in one of my heroes for this vampire dude? God, I'd love to have that. That's detrimental. 392% damage to the target, and they receive 810 damage over 6 turns. Sheesh. Alright, yes. There he is in all his might. The one on the left is your threat. The one on the right is a threat, but the one on the left is just nasty. Nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this dude with Grim and Jackal. I'm going to say a little prayer, and we're going to start working this board over, and I'm going to try to save Lazoo and Cabin Boy to mute these guys and take their mana away if they start to get on a good roll here, because it is dangerous. If they start to even make good moves, I'm going to unload these bombs and axes on them, just because if not, I'm going to be really wasting my flags and making another video about these guys. Okay, so he's pretty well charged up. Let's go ahead and drain some of their mana. That's probably not enough, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure he doesn't fire, because that thing will be just nasty if he does. Make decent combos, try to get these guys. Killed my Lazoo. Yeah, they hit pretty hard, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just give him the old 1-2 special. So we're just going to give him some yummy bombs, and I'm going to follow it up with these axes, and he's done. I'll go ahead and hold off on the axes just in case this guy over here decides that he is going to make a move. Okay, he hits Bold Tusk, has some yellow, some green and red. I'm not sure who he's going to go after, but I'm going to make this just because it's more damage. Nice cascade. Okay, he's done. Maybe I could have done that without unloading my bombs, but that's what they were for. Okay, that's, you take them in there to make sure that you're not going to lose out on 20 flags, because let's face it, 20 flags is, what is it, 6 flags an hour? So 12 flags is 2 hours, 24 is 4 hours, so it's just under 4 hours you'd have to wait. Now, of course, yeah, that's not the end of the world, or you can pop a flask, but I had waited a while, and yeah, I wasn't going back. So there's that. Really good experience on that. And I got a Royal Tabard and a whatever nugget. I can't pronounce that. Or Ori Chalum. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of the stuff on this game, but it is what it is. So there we go. Vivica is going to talk about stuff in the graveyard, and we're going to move along. Alright, so it's cleared. Like I said, I'm really sorry I didn't get it from the beginning. I tried. And no dice. They decided that I had recorded enough on my phone and that it was time for me to clean up some stuff. Just so everybody knows, and so it's not the shortest event video in history. No. I'm currently hanging out over at our sister alliance, Knights Valor. And the reason being is I heard they had this rare Thunder Unicorn. And we've never had a rare Titan. So I was anxious to come and take a look. I came in after the spawn, so I know that I'm not going to get the scope, but I'm doing okay on scopes. My Alassi's fully ascended, and the only other 5-star I have that's blue at the moment is Master Lupus. And even if I had 5 more scopes, 6 more scopes, I don't think I'd give them to him. I'm hold out for a Sarnia or Magni, particularly Magni, but we'll see who the game decides to give us. But yeah, this is our other alliance. We, in Knight's Honor, typically hit 7 8-star Titans, and over here they're hitting, I think, 5s and 6s, maybe 4s, 5s and 6s, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've come this way. So yeah, I kind of caught wind that they had one of these, and I've never had a chance to ride a unicorn, so I figured this was my opportunity. And just to show everybody, the real catch to this guy is this. His adamantium horn. The deal 200 damage to target and nearby enemies. So it's like a Grim. I don't think it hits everybody, luckily. But the worst part of it is the caster gets plus 60% defense against special skills for 5 turns, and he removes buffs from all of your team. that sucks. So he wipes off your Wukong, he wipes off your Bold Tusk, and that's a real pain in the ass. So it hasn't been the easiest, but he's going down. There's no doubt about that. I'm seeing to that personally. But yeah, there's that. And like I said, I'd come over here to hang out a little bit, help out if I can, and it just so happened that all my flags filled up, and I was able to make that video on Morlovia, Motorola, whatever it's called. That one, the purple one. But like I said, the mobs were pretty much the same. The real catch to that whole thing was those bosses. You need to make sure you rip through them pretty quick, because I just showed you what their damage can do, and it's pretty bad. So if you let that guy on the left unload on you twice, it's probably the end of your 20 flags. I think the one on the right hit me once, and it was still pretty bad. But that's what the bombs and axes are for smacking and attacking. But that's that. They're complimenting him on his, well, I guess if you're level 8, you kind of don't hit 5 stars but so hard. But they're complimenting him on his toughness, his unicorny toughness. But yeah, there's that. And I'm probably going to do a raid video in a few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and burn that one and then pop a flask. And where am I at? 2293. I think I can run it back up into diamond. Haven't quite hit 2,500 cups yet, and I know that the top guys have like close to 3,000 cups or something like that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a little push today. I got some time. Home from work. It's about 5. Where's my clock? Yeah, 5:01. It's 5 o'clock here where I'm at on the East Coast. And yeah, I'm home. It's Monday. It's over, and I'm looking to kick back, and I guess you could say this is how I relax. I have squeezed my phone pretty hard a few times for bad rolls and just bad boards, but yeah, this is my idea of relaxation. This is my hobby, or one of them anyway. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to ramble on too much. There is that. I hope it helps a little bit. I'll ask a few more people in my other alliance, Knight's Honor, if they haven't gone through the last stage yet, to go ahead and make a video on it, and I'll link it in one of my comments or something like that, so you guys can get the full walkthrough. So you'll have maybe 2 opinions, or 2 team setups and choices there. Of course, nobody has the same heroes, so, different strokes for different folks. And we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, and I will see you guys in the next one.